don't buy from Alibaba.
Or just quit. On Alibaba, you're only going to meet the middleman who's going to increase the price up to the sky. Instead,
stop buying on Alibaba.
Hey, stop buying from Alibaba.
Stop only using Alibaba if you're importing from China. Alibaba is full of middlemen.
I have always seen these videos and I thought I should give you Alibaba alternative that you should look at. And by the way, Alibaba is not the only platform that you can buy from, and it doesn't necessarily offer the best prices. Let's take this case for example. Shipko went to China and she was given a price for compressed seat. These are the prices compared to what Alibaba is offering. It's literally double what Shiko got. In this case, Shiko was getting the product for about 5,500 Kenya shillings, which is slightly less than $50, and Alibaba is offering the same product for about $100 or more. So basically this tells you that Alibaba is not the only place where you can get very good competitive prices and products. So in this video, I'm going to give you 15 alternatives that you can look at and compare prices and give you an opportunity to not only get good prices but to stay competitive, because the truth is everybody is buying from Alibaba, so be different. So first of all, just to understand that Alibaba is just full of middle people, and most of the people who are selling there are actually not manufacturers. And so this means that it will come with its own cost, the cost of having middlemen. Alibaba also charges a very high fee for suppliers to be on Alibaba. And definitely this fee is transferred to you and I as the buyer. Anyway, let's start looking at the available alternatives for Alibaba. Alternative number one is getting suppliers from people who have been to China. In this case, I mean people like Shiko, people like Jasray, people who are right now in China, or people who have been to Canton Fair. Basically, they are people who have had one-on-one interaction with manufacturers, and they actually advertise themselves on Alibaba, on social media. Alibaba. So you can check them out and you can just search and you will see their history, when they went to China and all that, and you can see how much they charge for their suppliers list. Don't buy suppliers list from people who have not had personal interaction with the suppliers. So yes, please get those suppliers list. The advantage you have when you get those suppliers list is these are people who have been vetted by people who have wanted to buy their product, and most probably the people who have those lists, they have touched their product, so it gives you a very good advantage. The other advantage is that most likely these are manufacturers and therefore they're going to give you very good rates. The disadvantage, however, is because they are not on Alibaba, they're not obligated to have an English speaking person. So you might have a disadvantage of English speaking, and you might also be required to use other apps like WeChat or other Chinese app that will enable your communication, because they don't necessarily use WhatsApp, and some of them may not even have a website. But just if you're able to get suppliers list from people who have been to China, please get them. And alternative number two is having a sourcing agent. No matter how it may sound like they also want to be the middle person or the Alibaba in this case, middle people are likely to give you very good rates, especially those who have specialized in that. The advantage you get with the sourcing agent is that they will handle the inspection for you, and they also don't want to risk their reputation, and most of them advertise themselves. You can look for them on YouTube, TikTok, on Facebook, basically on all social media, and you can even search them online. Having a sourcing agent is very good, especially when it comes to product quality, because when you agree with your agent, this is the quality that I'm going to get, then this is what you will get. And actually some agents are people from your country who have been who are currently residing in China, and they are offering that as a service. So yes, it even gives you a better option because you can communicate with them with your own language, and they will look for the products for you in China, and they will offer the best, especially tailored for your country. So don't underestimate the shipping or sourcing agents. My third alternative is 1688. 1688 is like the Alibaba of China, where so many manufacturers and suppliers are there. But in this case, because it is tailored for China, it is in Chinese. But you can use translating apps like Google Translate and other translating app to translate. And by the way, when you get used to the platform, it becomes very easy to maneuver because you know this is the price, you know this is the customer return rate, you know this is the rating, this is the review and all that. It becomes very easy to maneuver the platform, so it should not scare you. And the truth is the prices on 1688 are lower than the prices on Alibaba, but the catch is the language is different, and also vetting suppliers is also going to be a bit difficult because you have to rely entirely on the Google Translate. But if you know how to use Alibaba, then using 1688 is not going to be a problem. And if you have a shipping agent, using 1688 is definitely not going to be a problem for you. My number 4 alternative is Taobao. If you're looking to buy maybe products for your own consumption, then Taobao would be a good alternative. I would not recommend this if you want to buy like in bulk for sale, because the prices are not going to be as competitive as 1688 and Alibaba, because 1688 offers to it's a B2B and Alibaba is B2B. But Taobao is B2C, to mean that it mostly caters for consumers, but you still get very good prices. It's more like Amazon Take a Lot, but you get very amazing prices. So please check them out. The other alternative is Global Sources. So Global Sources is also like 1688 because it has verified suppliers, but this is in English. That's the good thing. It has verified suppliers and it is also tailored for international suppliers. And the disadvantage is that you may also have to do a lot of vetting, and it doesn't have as many suppliers as Alibaba, but it's a good alternative for you to look at. The other alternative is using your Google. This is an underrated way of getting manufacturers and suppliers. Let me give you an example with this product. I actually purchased it from the owner of the brand, who is Tunnel, and you see, this is available on Amazon, it's available on Alibaba, and they also have their own website, and you can buy it from their website. If you just search, for example, Tonor, or the brand that you want to buy from, or the manufacturer that you want to purchase products from. For example, if you want to find manufacturers for smartwatches, for microphones, you just search manufacturers for smartwatches in China, and you're going to get a whole lot of alternative or available websites that are specifically for that. So don't underestimate Google, because Google is a very good platform to buy to search almost everything. And with Google, I mean, you can also ask AI, ask ChatGPT to give you manufacturers, the biggest manufacturers in China of your smartwatch, your microphone, or whichever field you're in, and it's gonna give you option. That's the truth. My friend was looking for some supplier for some natural hair products, and she has been searching online on Google and she didn't find, but she just asked AI, and AI, that is ChatGPT, gave her options, and she was able to communicate to the supplier. So the point is, you can ask ChatGPT, you can ask DeepSeek, and you will get the available options for suppliers. And the main challenge with this is that you may not be able to vet the suppliers. But if you're an online seller or you are into e-commerce, you're likely to see the red flags. If this is a scam, you're likely to see the real suppliers, and you can see this is not a real supplier. So make sure that if you're going this route of Google search, you have your way of vetting suppliers, because not all websites are functional, and not all brands that appears to be on website are gonna offer you a value for your money should you purchase from them. The other alternative is Canton Fair. So this is an event that happens seasonally. The good thing with this event is that it gives you a chance to inspect the product, to create a rapport with the suppliers, and to build that relationship. So if you're able to travel to China, please go for this Canton Fair. Just search online Canton Fair and you're going to see the available times when they will be going for the next Canton Fair. Well, it's a seasonal event, but it would be a very good chance of you getting your own manufacturers and not necessarily relying on purchasing from other people who have been to China. So, well, it comes with its own expense because you have to travel and you have to apply for visa and all that, but it could be worth it. The other alternative is made in China. The good thing is they have verified suppliers, and especially they focus on certification. So if you're that person who is looking for certified products and you don't know where to look, made in China can be a very good alternative. For example, recently Take A Lot asked all its sellers to make sure that they have ICASA certificates for all electronic products that are using Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and so this can be a very good alternative of ensuring that the products you're buying are certified, and the moment you bring them to South Africa, in this case, you're going to just get the lab test and you present them to ICASA and they will be approved. By the way, for my case, when I was applying for ICASA certificate, I did not have to do the lab test myself, but instead I used the certification of my supplier. So if you're looking for suppliers who are certified or who have products that are certified, please have a look at Made in China. The other list of alternatives that I'm going to give to you may not necessarily be tailored for international sellers, but they are good options to look for. Remember, if you have variety, the better. You can also look at DHgate and EC21. The other alternative is China brand. If you're looking for China brands that you want to buy products from, or you want to check them on Amazon and you're like, you can buy from the brand themselves. Like I mentioned, this one specifically is on Amazon and Alibaba, but you can get them from China brand because they are basically, they present to you the Chinese brands that are doing so well in whichever category that you want to buy from. The other alternative is Yiwungu. This is for specifically Yiwungu market. That is the local Yiwu market. That is the local markets that are available there and suppliers that are within that area. And remember, Yiwu, for those who've been to China, they say that is where almost a lot of variety of products are from. So if you're looking for alternative and options, you can check out Yiwu. The other alternative is TradeKey. It has approximately 10 million users and it has a variety of suppliers and variation in terms of products, so you can check them out. And finally, the last alternative is China version. China version focuses so much on electronic. It has very low MOQ. So if you're looking to purchase electronics and you have a smaller budget, you can check out China version. So these are the Alibaba alternative. But remember, the best alternative is purely dependent on your business. So if your business is looking for low MOQ, is looking for certification, is looking for electronics, you can get very good options from all these alternatives. Remember, having all these options opens doors for you to get a variety and you're not sourcing only from one place. Therefore, you can choose that which will work best for your business. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video to be helpful, please share with other people and see you in the next one.